Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan Battle video. So we have got our next Dokkan Fest. It's Vegeta and Nappa. So this is going to give us a new Dokkan event. I presume the Dokkan event is going to be Saiyan Saga Vegeta here. That was kind of like a big one we needed. Saiyan Saga Vegeta, Great Ape Vegeta. Saiyan Saga Goku does need one as well. This also does immediately, break the theory that we thought that there was yesterday, where it's like the reason that there wasn't a, hint is that it was going to be a Dokkan Fest, that already existed, but, neither Saiyan Saga Vegeta or Nappa have, Dokkan Fest at this point. I think that this is good, kind of like a, how do I say this? I think people probably wouldn't like this, but it's true. Like a lower hype character, like Vegeta and Nappa from the Saiyan Saga. This is not like a, clear out, right, super hype character. But it's good, get a little bit more Saiyan Saga going. We got another villain. I also do want Dokkan to, as much as they can, shy away from Dragon Ball Super, at least until we get to the Dragon Ball Super remake, right? I do hope so. So, alright, let's take a look what we got here. So it's Vegeta plus Nappa. They're a tag, and of course, obviously, this is a Saiyan Saga character. So, April Fools, remember, like, I'm going to assume that this Dokkan Fest, like, the theme for April Fools is probably going to have to do with something with, like, the Saibaiman or something like that. Would be my guess. Because, I thought that, like, Ginyu and Goku's body could have been a good April Fool's Day Dokkan Fest here. And then, like, the April Fool's Day event could have been something about joining the Ginyu Force or some type of shit like that. So I assume that probably something to do with the Saibaiman is probably April Fool's Day. Maybe they'll bring back the one Saibaiman card, April Fool's Day card. Yeah, there he is right there. This guy. You could only have this guy if you were playing. This is April Fool's Day of 2017 right here. This Saibaiman right here. And this was the title screen at the time, right? Goku, Trunks. I think this one was Gohan, and this was the Vegeta. I remember this was the iconic title screen when Dokkan was handing out those heavy ban waves at the time. And their ban messages were over, like, this shot of Goku, Gohan, Vegeta, and Trunks. Alright, so, let's take a look here. Vegeta and Nappa Dokkan Fest. Saiyan Saga or Accelerated Battle. It's only two categories, but Accelerated Battle is a fat category, so... when 70% stats, the extra 50% is for characters on mission execution, Great Ape Power, or Final Trump card. Okay, so another Giant Ape Power category character. That could be good, right? Alright, so let's see. So it starts with Vegeta. 250% attack and defense, 1 key per EGL key sphere obtained, 40% crit and damage reduction, and then Saiyan Saga or Giant Ape Power allies 40% attack and defense. Okay, so, we would be supporting potentially, like, the Super Saiyan 4 Gogetas, the Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta and Goku. Okay. With an AGL key sphere obtained or a Rainbow key sphere obtained. Bro, dude, okay, so I'm thinking, like, can we use this character with the Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta? And then they're like, actually, you need Rainbow key spheres for this guy, too. Yeah, well, so, that answers that question. That is unbelievable. Okay. Bro, anytime I see... yeah. We couldn't have been a Rainbow Earth Changer here? I hope they are. Okay. Yeah, that fatty character. Alright, anyway. Okay, so with an AGL key sphere or a Rainbow key sphere, the condition isn't bad. Like, I don't want to pretend like this is some horrible condition. That is kind of easy, right? Saiyan Saga or Giant Ape Power. 20% attack and defense and super effective against all types. That's pretty good. That would buff the support up to 60%. That is good. When attacking, 150% attack and defense. One time only 20% damage reduction. Okay. 100% attack and defense. Additional is a 70% chance to be a super. Attack's guaranteed to hit. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah. All right. Cue the salt. Okay. People are not gonna like this. So, this fight is pretty tricky against this Goku. This Goku is pretty tricky here. With the crits, I mean, once he starts critting, it's tough. Like even his normals, they're critting, it gets real nasty. But what is really nasty as well is his dodge. I've seen many tweets of many players losing because this Goku is dodging. And so sure enough, the next Dokkan Fest is a character where attacks are guaranteed to hit. Wow. Okay, Dokkan. One thing I'm just going to be so curious on, like, this event is going away. Like, are these going to be brought back later? Or are they going to be added to the overall Supreme Magnificent Battle Red Zone events? Like, what's going to happen with that? Like, are the missions permanently going to go away? Like, I don't know. Remember, this is going to be a Vegeta family character as well. So, it's like this character... wait, what typing are they? Yeah, they're AGL, obviously. They need AGL orbs, that makes sense. AGL. I mean, we'll see how effective this character will be in that fight, but attack's guaranteed to hit, okay. After doing 2 attacks in battle, gets a guaranteed additional of a 70% chance to be a super and 20% crit. After doing 6 attacks in battle, gets an additional of a 70% chance to be a super, and then 20% crit. Oh, interesting. For every attack performed, 150% attack and 7% damage reduction within the turn. When facing 2 or more enemies or a third turn from character's entry turn, not bad. It's just a second turn. From your second appearance, no matter what, you can go into Nappa. So, 150% attack for every attack performed and 7% damage reduction. Yeah, he might... If this character stacks... He actually could have some juice against that Super Saiyan 3 Goku, for real, for real. But we would need some stacking here, I think. I mean, these are permanent. So, in terms of additionals, so he opens up with 2 guaranteed attacks. Then you could do the hidden potential system, and you could trigger this. So you could do 4 attacks turn 1. So, no matter what, this is an ability that Vegeta wouldn't be able to trigger until, I mean, his second turn. And it doesn't look like the hidden potential, like, people, people are going to be like, oh yeah, additional build to build up to that. But, like, you're going to, no matter what, basically trigger this your second turn anyway. Because it doesn't say, like, after performing 2 attacks in battle, the ability triggers your next attacking turn. Sometimes it does clarify that. So, turn 1, Vegeta, you attack, this additional triggers, and then this will immediately trigger as well. So no matter what, you're doing 3 attacks turn 1. Second turn, no matter what, you're going to do 3 attacks. No matter what, you're going to trigger this ability your second turn. Okay. Could be interesting, though, with the damage reduction. But his damage reduction is only 40%, and then with every attack he gets 7% more. Phew. You guys smell that? Smells like a dodge build. Yeah. Okay. Links, Saiyan Warrior Race, Royal Lineage, over 9,000. Saiyan Pride, Prepare for Battle, Saiyan Roar, and Fierce Battle. Okay. I mean, things like Royal Lineage, Saiyan Pride, like some of these links he is going to have with, like, LR Majin Vegeta, right? But, well, actually, wait, does Majin Vegeta have Royal Lineage? I'd need to double check that, but I know he does have Saiyan Pride. We have an active skill. Giant Ape Assault can be activated when facing only 1 enemy. Only once before or after. Oh, so you could do, wait, you could do this turn 1? You just do this at any time, basically. Can be activated when facing 1 enemy. If there's multiple enemies, you'd be able to swap into Nappa, by the way. Okay, so 17% or 1700% attack temporarily. Ultimate damage enemy. Seal super for 1 turn. Oh, interesting. Change physical key spheres to rainbow key spheres, and Saiyan Saga allies 20% attack plus additional 20% attack for characters who are also extreme class for 1 turn. Saiyan Saga Extreme is okay. I mean, what does... So we're building up Saiyan Saga maybe a little bit here. I mean, I guess this is good for future Dokkan Frontier. We're going to get a little bit more Saiyan Saga juice here. But, like, I mean, I don't... this Vegeta... Is this Vegeta even actually usable? Maybe... well... Maybe a bit. I don't know. This guy... I mean, we could try him and see how it's going to go. Whenever guard is activated, dude. Jesus. Yeah, that's... Okay. An enemy or ally whose name includes Goku. Okay. Yeah, so, I mean, I'd prefer... We gotta assume Raditz is EZA in here. They're typically stingy with sub-EZAs, but, I mean, hopefully STR Nappa would EZA here as well. And I'd love to see Goku and Piccolo EZA as well. But, like, I mean, are all these characters... The biggest problem for Dokkan in 2026, I do think, I mean, maybe depending upon the trek they take, the content that goes away, sure, we could talk about that. But I think they've been incredibly stingy with EZAs. I guess these characters technically are in range to EZA. This feels a little deep in the year, but last year, Path to Power Kid Goku, who was an October release, EZA'd. And Gohan and Piccolo, it was the end of October instead of the start of October. But they also are a October release. So I guess it's possible they could be up as well. And this Vegeta and Nappa. I mean, no bullshit. I'd love for them to just... How about this? We just EZA Raditz, STR Nappa, and the Tech Vegeta and Nappa, and we're good. We're good. We're good. You give me those 3, and we could be looking good. They still have never super EZA'd like a banner unit or something. So, like, I don't know, like this Vegeta, I'm going to assume cannot super EZA until they do it one time. Like, let's see them super EZA a non-LR, exclusive character once. And then maybe we could talk about them doing that, right? Okay. So, he's going to do the damage. He's going to orb change, which is useful. And he does give the support as well, which is going to massively buff his own support. So I'm thinking about him beating on Super Saiyan 3 Goku. That's just what I'm thinking about at the moment. We need to look at the kid's super attack effect. Yeah, they fucked him. Come on, man. We couldn't have let that be a stack. That's so silly. And by silly, I mean fucking stupid. So that's going to be what? 30% attack for 4 turns and 50% defense 1 turn. Okay. In terms of categories, Saiyan Saga, Accelerated Battle, Mission Execution, Giant Ape Power, Final Trump Card, Pure Saiyan, Dragon Ball Seeker, Vegeta Family, Terrifying Conquer, Inhuman Deeds, Space Traveling Warriors, Gifted Warriors, Planetary Destruction, Successor. I mean, they have many setups that they would, I think, be available to use on, right? So, okay. So we got that. We looked at Vegeta. So remember, the condition to swap into Nappa is really quite easy. It's Vegeta's second turn or 2 enemies. So it's pretty easy to get into Nappa. It shouldn't be any issue. I would love to see Nappa stack, man. Like, actually. So we can exchange with Vegeta. 780% attack and defense is interesting. They're continuing. Yeah, since the 11th anniversary, by the way, all cards have massive HP totals now, which is great. Great. So if you're using most, even like 11th anniversary free-to-play characters, banner units, let me see the Saibaiman. Yeah, look at the HP on the Saibaiman. 17,000. Massive stats. So At any 11th anniversary and beyond characters, free-to-play characters, summonable characters, banner units, Dokkan Fest, anything, they have massive HP totals, which is good. Yep, so 780% attack and defense, high chance of an additional super. That's not written the way you'd want it, right? Which is an additional, and then it's a 50% chance to be a super, because that means you would always trigger it, and thus that means you would have a higher chance of eventually triggering the hidden potential system attack, right? When receiving an attack, he gets 150% defense, 50% damage reduction, one time only 30% damage reduction. Oof. Okay. So, I mean, a lot of tag characters do have stuff like this. So, we could hang on to that until, Super Saiyan 3 Goku or Majin Vegeta or something like that. 50% defense and 20% damage reduction when facing 2 or more enemies, or an HP is 70% or less. Okay. So, that's not too bad. Because this is an ability. Let's say it's turn 5, we were using Vegeta, and then we load into the turn below 70% HP. If we swap to Nappa, we'll have that ability up. Okay, that's pretty good. Like, that's because one of the biggest problems I always felt with Goku and Frieza, and why they're a failure of a character, is because you start as Frieza, who sucks unless you've taken damage. So it's like, the design is poor. It felt like it was meant to where start a turn, you look at your HP. If it's high, you're Goku. If it's low, you're Frieza. Is what they wanted to go for. But the design was horrendous. So that's not really how it would play out in principle. And Frieza was just fucking trash overall anyway, right? But with this character, HP is a little bit lower. We could swap into Nappa. We'll know we'll have that. After receiving 5 hits in battle, so he cannot dodge. Haha. He has to actually eat all of this. Damn, they hate me. So after he... Wait, I'm sorry. After receiving 10 attacks, are they smoking crack? Like, who... This guy doesn't look strong enough to be able to take all that. Am I nuts? What? No guard, fam? Like, this is good. If, like, he was Garden and he also had dodge. I hate this. I mean, maybe he'll be a little bit stronger defensively than I'm thinking, but, I mean, this seems terrible. I guess the point is, if we specifically are below 70% HP the first time we go into him, he'll have 100% damage reduction. But, like, bro, 10 fucking attacks? You out of your mind? It's ludicrous. Oh, wait. After receiving 5 attacks in battle, Saiyan Saga category allies 1 key and 5% attack? Plus another 10% attack for characters who are also extreme class. Then after he gets hit 10 fucking times, Saiyan Saga allies support 1 key, 5% attack. Then a 10% attack for characters who are also extreme class. For every attack received. So again, he has to get hit. Right? It needs to get struck for this. 78% attack up to 780%. That's 10 hits. And then 10% crit within the turn. Oh, wait. Does he have a target ability? He must have a target ability, actually. He does. Interesting. Can be activated when facing 2 or more enemies, or if there's another Saiyan Saga ally. Guard and direct all attacks toward the character. Yeah, I hate it. It doesn't work good with the way I like to build characters. I would say it very flatly. Build designed for winning. Just as, like, calmly as I could say it. That's what I think that is. So the point here with Nappa is you swap to Nappa when you've got this up, and he has 100% damage reduction, plus you could have a target mechanic. So you draw all attacks towards you with 100% damage reduction. I mean, I certainly can't say that's bad. Definitely not. Do we clown around? Like, an additional build, like, doesn't even... It doesn't even really raise chances to win, dude. Like, it doesn't. Like, I don't... Like, you just trigger the hidden potential system additional, and then you just do a normal, and you're not advancing your chances to win in any way. And then he gets crit every time he gets hit. Vegeta's got a little bit of crit as well, right? So he's got crit right there. And then... Well, no, Vegeta doesn't really need crit. He's at 80% crit after you do 6 attacks. So Vegeta doesn't need crit. Nappa kind of does need crit, but... I'm not sure. I mean, 100% damage reduction is obviously good. Obviously. I don't know. I don't like it. I do not like it. Brutal beatdown, Saiyan Warrior Race, Berserker, Tough as Nails, over 9,000, Prepare for Battle, and Fierce Battle. This is the links we've got here. And then his super attack effect. 50% evens for 4 turns, 50% attack for 1 turn, immense damage, and he does an AoE. Yeah, I mean, I just prefer characters as much as I can to not have to deal with having to get hit and shit. I suppose, like... Man, I'm just thinking, like crit will do nothing, additional will do nothing, and dodge, I mean, certainly would hurt Nappa. So, it's like this character has worthless access to the hidden potential system. That's interesting. We can give him the stats, at least. I'm not sure how much I like this character, but, I mean, I must stress that, I mean, they're coming into a terrible situation. This is one of these things where this character's going to come out, presumably they'll release on the 1st, and we'll probably get a bunch of EZAs the week after, probably. If Dokkan wanted to be smart, they would drop some of these EZAs with the character, because we're going to be looking very bare bones. But then if they drop the EZAs with the character, then what's coming out the week after, right? So it's kind of just... I think that this is going to be... Yeah, I mean, we'll see. Fuck me, dude. It's just... The dodge build is good for winning, but... It's not really too good with Nappa. Okay, we've also got the Saibaiman. Cool to see. Yeah, we saw everything. So we saw the super attack effects. Unfortunately, they don't stack. Saw the links. Nappa has the very good active skill, obviously. Tremendously good. It does give him the guard, too. So even if we don't have the 80% damage reduction, or even if you don't have the 100% damage reduction up, if he's guarding with 80% damage reduction, I mean, he's going to be really strong, right? And then... Vegeta's kind of just looks a lot worse. Because it's the other thing, too, is the character's not stacking. Huh. Okay. Alright, let's look at the Saibaiman here. So we got the Saibaiman. Alright. Not a new named character or anything like that, even though we got a bunch of them there. Because it could have been like Saibaiman, but, I mean, it's not like there's a ton of these characters or anything anyway. Saiyan Saga Mission Execution, okay. Activates the intro if there's an ally whose name includes Saibaiman or Nappa on the team, or if there's a Saiyan Saga enemy. So they are exclusively to be used at the new Dokkan Fest. They are going to need this because they get permanent 150% attack and defense, rainbow orb changing, and 70% dodge. So there's that orb changing for Vegeta. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you obviously must have this. 150% stats, Rainbow Orb changing, and 70% dodge. When attacking with 12 key, 200% attack and defense. Their first 6 turns, that's not great in some of these, like against, like, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, that's not great. For 6 turns, they get 50% damage reduction and an additional super per Saiyan Saga ally in the turn. Okay. 150% attack and defense, I'm sure. Per ally whose name includes Saibaiman attacking in the same turn? Okay. 3 key, 181% attack, 10% crit. Additional super. And then another additional is a 30% chance to be a super. So remember, that triggers for themselves as well. So no matter what, you're always going to have this up. But I don't know if we're talking as though there's a second one. I'd like to see a second one here. Okay. Interesting. I don't know why this is for 6 turns. You're losing me on that. Maybe they stack or something and they could keep some of these stats. Link set, Brutal Beatdown, new. Yeah, there we go. Coward, Infighter, Tag Team of Terror, Loyalty, Fierce Battle. I did close the Sideman tab, right? They do previously have that new link. Is it just the Cyberman? I want to say there's something else. Sorry, I keep misclicking. So I'm so shook by the Cybermen's power, their greatness. Is it only the Cybermen? Oh, it is actually. Oh, and Nappa, some SR Nappas and shit. See, this is where, like, they're trolling. Like, does this link need to continue to exist? Quick yes or no answer. The answer is no. It doesn't. It doesn't need to exist. I mean, is there's going to be another Cyberman? I mean, we have upcoming events. There is no, free-to-play event. Oh, they dropped a Battle Hour thing, too. Okay. So we got the Team Vegeta won the campaign. We got Dragon Ball Battle Hour. I assume this is a Vegeta Dokkan event. Saiyan Saga Vegeta Dokkan event, but we'll see. Wait, what is it called? Well, I guess we don't know what it's called yet, huh? I assume it's a Vegeta Dokkan event. And then, like, we've got this. So, but remember, there is going to be April Fool's Day stuff as well. So that's not, like, all that's coming. Okay. Okay, what do we got here? 50% attack and even 1 turn supreme damage. I don't know. This is looking like a hella skip to me. Right here. This is perfect, because I actually did want to take a glance at this. No, it doesn't have, like, the Dokkan Fest name or anything on it. Okay. Man, I don't know, chat. I do not know. This character's going to have some strong turns, the Vegeta Nappa, and certainly that Nappa active skill turn will be really good. But, I mean, damn, dude, I'm looking, like, dodge hurts Nappa, dodge is good for Vegeta. Additionals, I feel like if you get the hidden potential system additional super proc, I mean, certainly that could be good. I mean, Vegeta does get value for doing attacks. Although, once you have so many additionals already, you don't even need a ton of additional points to trigger it, right? Like, Vegeta's going to open and do his attack, gets a second attack, gets a third attack, gets a fourth attack. So, at that point, we would have had 4 opportunities to proc the hidden potential system additional. So, it's not even like he doesn't need 30 points for that anyway. I guess Nappa didn't have additionals at all, right? No, he has the high chance of an additional super. But that's it. I'm just not sure, chat. I don't know that I'm too high on these guys. I gotta do a TUR tier list. Yeah, here we go. Here's the last one I did. Oh my god, I put a lot of characters on here. I mean, we'll hold talking about, like, any of the bottom row or anything like that. Vegeta Nappa. That Nappa turn is strong as shit. I don't think they're better than Deborah or probably UI Goku. But Vegeta Nappa at 3? Maybe I'm underestimating Nappa. Just a turn of invincibility and keeping your allies from being crushed as well. That's pretty goated. I don't know. Damn. Nappa. All right. Let me know what you guys think about them. I see some issues. There's a lot of, like, wanting, like, Saiyan Saga characters as well in the kits. So, I mean, luckily though, there are a number of, like, Saiyan Saga Extreme Class characters. Raditz, Nappa. I didn't pull them up, but the Vegeta Nappa character can be easy 8 here. Gohan and Piccolo potentially could be easy 8. I mean, Kid Gohan is a strong Saiyan Saga character. Yamcha. Well, but the thing with Yamcha is Yamcha does really want to be run with, like, Earthbred fighters, but... let me double check Yamcha's kit again. That's just the active skill I'm thinking of. But if he dodges 4 attacks, he has access to it anyway. We'll give it a try, man. I don't... Whew. Okay. Let me know what you guys think. For this to work, though, these boys are going to need more Saiyan Saga options to drop. So we'll see if that's actually going to happen. Chat, let me know what you guys think. I'll catch y'all next time.